Welcome to yet another tier maker, and this one's food related. This is Condiments, ladies and gentlemen. Condiments.
Okay, here we go.
Not condoms, condiments. Okay, let's get that straight. Not condoms, condiments. That might be a different tier maker, and I'm sure there's one out there for condoms, but that's not what we're doing tonight. We're doing condiments. And here with me tonight is the one and only ChefLucha. He chefs, he luchas, he makes TikToks. Have I sent you the chef reactions TikTok guy? You've probably seen him. He's got like over 1 million followers now.
That bald guy with the glasses, right?
Yeah, he's pretty funny. I love his deadpan.
Oh my god,
I
love him.
He's so deadpan. He gives people props when they do a good job. But usually it's like it starts out looking at, oh god, it's raw. They're putting raw pasta in that casserole bowl. What the fuck are they doing? I love it.
I love the ones where he like has to, says he has to be happy about it. He goes, wow, that looks great.
He's like, God, I hate to admit it, I would eat that. 7 out of 10. He's pretty funny. And anyway, that's not what this is. I'm here with an actual chef. You're an actual chef.
Yes, like I have an associate's degree.
You have a degree in chefing. That's pretty cool. Look, I sell anime. What's my degree in? Well, I have an associate's in journalism and a bachelor's in political science. Clearly doing me a lot of good as a salesperson. You're
a marketer. What the fuck?
Kind of. You actually have a degree in chefing, and you are a chef. Does it say chefing on the degree?
I wish it did.
That'd be
the
fun.
technical term is associate's degree in the culinary arts.
The culinary arts. So let's point out something real quick. Drowned makes a really good point in the chat. No wasabi. Where are the wasabi at? You're right. Wasabi's not on this list. So I looked at about 12 lists. This is probably the best one I could find. It's not everything, but it's a pretty good spread of stuff. It also does not have brands on here. I don't want to compare Hunt's versus Heinz. Like, that's not what we're here to do. As a general rule, as a dipping sauce or something to blend in with other things, that's what we're rating here. Okay? So, that's the intention here.
Sauce, although...
Well, it is a condiment because soy sauce is on here.
Yeah.
So if soy sauce is on here, wasabi should be on here. So full disclosure, you are correct, Drowned. I would agree. I don't really like wasabi personally. A tiny bit of it goes a long way, but like, is horseradish on here? It's not. So horseradish is not on here either, and I would consider that a condiment. So whoever made this list is not a fan of horseradish at all, because neither that or wasabi are on here. Chef, let's talk about those two. For me, if I was ranking horseradish, F tier, get it the fuck out of my face. Wasabi, maybe low C to high D. I can dip a little bit of it and stir it in with soy sauce when I eat sushi, but I don't even usually do that. I usually just go straight soy sauce. What's your take on those two?
Horseradish, definitely F, because I honestly, for me, horseradish is something that overpowers everything. Like, you just feel it. And even if there's a little bit of it, I can taste it throughout the entire thing.
Thank you. It overpowers. Wasabi?
And wasabi, I'm gonna say low B. I'm gonna say low B, high C.
Right, you're more of a fan
I
than
do have a lot of experience with Japanese food, and a little bit of wasabi does go a long way. But even just a little bit in like certain dishes, really actually, it kind of accentuates a dish.
Agreed. I'm like I said, wasabi a tiny bit goes a long way, and it's so strong. And I look at wasabi and I think of Steve-O snorting wasabi, and I just don't know that I can eat it because of that.
Well, plus, unless you've had like actual fresh grated wasabi like from the root, it is like
I would eat that.
Level.
Yes, that like freshly ground wasabi. I've had that one time before, and it was in San Francisco, and like at an actual sushi restaurant, and it's like, okay, because I was like, I don't need the wasabi, and one of the guys I work with was like, no, this is like real wasabi, like freshly ground, not that shit you buy in like a package in a store or something. And I could tell the difference. Like, you could definitely tell. It wasn't quite as sharp. It was still sharp, but it had a little more fullness to it, and it didn't overpower as much, so I was okay with that. But I guess
seeing them use that special paddle is just really cool.
Yeah, the way they get it together. So wasabi's not on here. Oh, I have the jump scare thing still turned on for Stream Elements. I'll turn that off later. Rich wasabi is made from rhizome A type of root that makes the wasabi. Don't put radish in wasabi. It's disgusting. I guess, so technically wasabi doesn't have horseradish in it, right? It just has a similar quality to it. And I would say they're kind of in the same, in my brain, in my taste buds, they have some similarities. So, okay.
If you put horseradish in wasabi, you are an animal.
Yeah, anyone that does that is just beyond disgusting. Go away. There's the door. Okay, we're gonna do these in order, and we're starting with Alfredo sauce. Now, Alfredo sauce as a dipping mechanism, I didn't know that was really a thing until I just started dating Melissa and we went to Olive Garden. Shut up. This was before Olive Garden was roundly booed by some folks, but hey, don't hate on the breadsticks and don't hate on the all-you-can-eat salad.
I like Olive Garden.
Yeah, I will say though, a lot of their pasta dishes are kind of lacking, but if you just go for a lunch and do the all-you-can-eat soup and salad and breadsticks, hello.
Oh yeah,
that's not bad. It's not bad. It's like a good $10.
They actually have a good tiramisu. Like if you want like a nice, like not expensive tiramisu, it's actually
their desserts are pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. You can do a lot worse for a major chain. She would dip her breadsticks in Alfredo. She would get a bowl of Alfredo and she'd dip it in there. I was like, and then I did it myself. I was like, okay, yeah, I can see this. But are we considering Alfredo a condiment here? Because it's not really a condiment.
I mean, like, what else can you do with it, though, aside from pasta and bread, apparently?
I don't know what else you would put Alfredo on. So that, for me, is going to rank it lower, even though I like Alfredo. It's not something I eat very often, mainly because I can't make it. It's really hard to do it right without dairy, and since she can't have dairy, we don't have, like, real Alfredo, like, hardly ever. Unless we go out to an Italian restaurant. We haven't been out to an Italian restaurant in forever. And when we would go to Italian, we usually go Buca di Beppo, which is pretty much all red sauce. Like, it's hard to find Alfredo.
Buca di Beppo so much.
Buca's pretty good, man. I love their calamari. So I'm going to put Alfredo kind of as a C, like mid-tier for me, because as a condiment, it doesn't really have much use. But as a sauce on pasta, I'm a fan. So I'm kind of going to split the difference. How do you feel about that?
I'm good with that, because yeah, it's like really like what else do you do with it? Because aside from bread and pasta, I can't dip my fries in that.
Yeah, nobody would do that. Drowned is in and also says C, so we're in a good place. Barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce on roast beef sandwiches at Arby's. That's about it. And on barbecues, actual barbecue is fine. Those are the only times I really eat it. So that also, and really good barbecue, you don't really need barbecue sauce.
No.
So it's kind of one of those things like A1 on steak. Like, why would you do it? Is A1 on this list? No. Okay, good. We're in a good place.
Thank God. Listen, I was about to go on a rant if A1 was on here.
Soma says they would absolutely dip their fries in Alfredo.
You know what? I would still try it. I would try it.
So, barbecue sauce for what, like chicken tenders or something? I mean, I can see there's some use for barbecue sauce. It's so tangy to me that I don't like a lot of it. So, this is like low C, high D for me as a condiment.
Yeah, I'm okay with low C on that one, because yeah, it's
right.
Again, it's one of those things where it's like there's not a lot you can do with it.
Right. And we're gonna have that come up in a few of these, like cranberry. Like, really? Why is that even on here?
I mean, I think Trader Joe's had a really good barbecue sauce though that I dip in some fries, and that was actually really good.
Okay. So a couple of these I almost want to skip, and I created a haven't had, just because I always do on these types of food things, although I think we've pretty much had all of these. Butter as a condiment? How?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is like seafood, like shrimp, lobster, crab.
Hey, just garlic butter? I mean,
Yeah.
that's S tier. And butter on a lot of things is S tier, but it's hard for me to see it as a condiment. Butter in coffee. See, I've heard of that. My grandmother did that. And I
tried it. Like, it was
it.
like a big thing, especially among jiu-jitsu like people, like MMA people. Honestly, I like it.
I'm going A just because butter is amazing, and just butter on toast is incredible. I could just eat buttered toast and be perfectly happy. Beef stew with a buttered toast.
Ooh.
Just simple as that. You put butter on toast. Right. Butter, instant A. It's the most common condiment, tasty on how you prepare it. Still weird to call it a condiment, I guess, because I don't think of it. It's more of as a solid to me, but it can be melted very easily. Butter on a steak, garlic butter on a steak. See, that is a good use for butter.
Oh, absolutely.
Cheese sauce. We're talking queso, basically here. I'm gonna let you speak on this because I have an opinion and it's kind of strong.
Queso?
Yes. ¿Qué? ¿Por qué?
Okay. Believe it or not, I have not had the most experience with queso. I've had I've literally had like chilies and then like actual Mexican queso, and so far I've never had like a bad one. So I would rank it around, I would say mid to higher B.
Okay, let's split the difference at A, because for me, living in Texas as long as I have, queso can be S tier, baby. You dip.
Oh yeah,
it's just on nachos. It's nothing's better. And white queso also damn good. And you can blend a bunch of different things into it. It has lots of different uses, and even just cheese sauce blended in pasta as mac and cheese, amazing. So I love cheese. I love cheese sauce. You're giving it a B. We'll split the difference and we'll call it an A. But for me, it's pretty high up. You can't imagine Tex-Mex without cheese sauce. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. So it's like being in Vegas. Like there's a lot of food stuffs, but like a good queso is sometimes really hard to get out here.
And that's too bad. Like, you would think Las Vegas pulls people in from all over the world.
Usually yes, but
so chili oil. So this is more of an Asian thing, right?
yes.
So how do you feel about it? Because I'll be honest, I don't know that I've really actually I've had like some chili paste, or like kind of a mix between paste and an oil, but it's not something I've ever really put on much food to really. I would put this in haven't had, so I'm going to let you have the last word.
Chili oil is really something that's more like, I mean, like at least the way I've seen and always done it was it's more for like adding it to like soups and stuff. Because when you dip something, usually you do chili paste, or sometimes they'll mix both.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not really a spicy guy, but you know, like a good pho with like just a little bit of chili oil actually is really good. Really good.
Okay. For that, I have had chili oil. Because I do put some of it in my pho. So that is what I'm putting in my pho. Okay. I wasn't really sure what they would technically call it, but I like that it gives a little bit of a kick. And Chef, you're a spicy guy. Don't act like you're not a spicy guy. We know you're spicy.
Believe it or not, like I can't handle spicy food that well.
We've seen your TikToks. We know how spicy you get.
I can be, but like if I were to rank it, I would say like it's kind of like wasabi, where it's like a little bit goes a really long way, and then there's a lot of crazy people that will just literally just freaking throw half the bottle in there, and I'm like, what are you doing to your insides?
That's a little too much. Yeah. So do you think B is fair for chili oil? And not that it has a lot of application, but it is pretty good in what you do use it for.
Yeah, I would say B is pretty fair.
Chef, if you're in my chat, can you put in your link to your TikTok? John wants to follow you over there.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, don't follow me because I don't post anything hardly ever there anymore. The application that I was using online to edit my videos, now you have to pay to sign up for it, and I'm just like pissed off. So I haven't.
Oh my gosh.
Haven't made one again. They had a thing where you could do 3 free per month, and then I just set up a second email and then do 3 more. But I would only make like 5 or 6 a month at the most. Now I haven't posted in like a month because that. Maybe there's another app I can be using. I just I'm kind of over it as a thing, but I still look at TikTok when y'all spam me.
Yeah, I just send you dumb like things all the time.
You and Drake, yeah. Or once in a while I'll get on it for half an hour and I'll just start spamming out shit like, look at this idiot. Yeah. What is your TikTok?
I'll just type it in because I was gonna put it with my phone, but my phone's dead.
Actually, I'll open it here real quick. Hang on. Yeah, because your name isn't. Yeah, I got you. This is his handle on TikTok.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that is a Dragon Ball reference, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Cranberry. Look. The only cranberry most Americans eat is at Thanksgiving, and they argue about it either being like a sauce or being canned, like gelatin almost. And however you were raised is pretty much how you like it. But that's Thanksgiving. And have I done a thing for Thanksgiving foods around Thanksgiving? I should do a tier maker for Thanksgiving foods if I haven't already. I feel like I might have last year. Cranberry as a condiment, I'm sorry, it's pretty much low D to high F.
Yeah, like honestly, I can't really think of it on anything again unless you fucking get capriati's or something.
What's capriati's?
Oh, you don't have capriati's out in Texas? It's a sandwich chain. Like Philly cheesesteaks and stuff, and they have a sandwich called Bobby, which is turkey. Essentially, it's like Thanksgiving dinner on a sandwich. Like they get turkey, cranberry sauce, and I think stuffing and all that stuff too. And a lot of people really like it. I never had it, but a lot of people really like it.
There's 3 of them in Dallas.
Okay.
There's one in North Dallas. There's one in Frisco, and there's one in Hackberry, the Colony, Little Elm, somewhere up there. Wow. Oh, there's 2 up north, and there's 1 south of me. Cool. Okay, I don't know that I want that in a sandwich, but okay. Oh, Witch. I used to like some Witch. I like their Italian. All right, cream. Cream, so look. Cream is on here, but sour cream is not.
What kind of cream are we talking about?
Let's call this sour cream. Because there's no sour cream on here, so let's consider this sour cream. And I want to pick up the pace a little bit because there's a lot left, and I don't want to be on here till 2 in the morning. So I will try to talk quicker because I'm the one who's pushing this along. Cream, sour cream. How do you feel about sour cream?
For me, it's I'm not the biggest about it, but I like where I have had it, it's okay. So like for me, it's kind of like mid to higher C, because a lot of places just sometimes really put too much on there.
Sour cream on tacos or like Mexican food, amazing.
Yeah,
Tex-Mex,
like a
amazing.
lot of people really just freaking like splash it on there. And listen, I want more guacamole and stuff than sour cream, honestly.
Sour cream on chili, a bowl of chili with some sour cream in it, amazing. Yeah. Look, when I was younger, I did not like sour cream. My taste buds were stronger then, though, and it was one of those things where I'm like, oh, sour cream. Why would I want to eat sour cream? It's sour. I was an idiot. But as I got a little bit older, I started having it on tacos and stuff, and I was like, okay, you know what? I kind of like this. There is such thing as too much, but for me, it does accentuate the texture and a little bit of the flavor. So, I would go C-ish. I gotta probably put it between Alfredo and barbecue sauce. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
We've got a couple people in chat saying they don't do sour cream. It will ruin things for me. Dijon mustard. I'll let you go first on this one.
Honestly, not a big Dijon guy. Like,
yes,
I'm not a big mustard guy in general, but I feel like Dijon is just like it's got one of those tastes that can overpower a lot of things.
Yes, agreed. We're gonna do Dijon and yellow mustard together on this. I don't hate brown mustard on a deli sandwich. Not bad. Too much, and it's easy to do too much. Overpowers everything. I'm going high D. I'll be honest. It's not my thing. Are you arguing that, or are you okay with that?
I'm okay with it. I'm just looking at Drown saying hashtag kick Soma.
Oh, because Soma's in here saying Dijon is god tier. Okay. Yellow mustard. You can't have hot dogs without yellow mustard, so I'm putting it as a low C, but that's my take. Where do you put it?
I'm cool with that too. Like,
Low
I don't
C?
put it on a lot of things, occasionally on a hot dog, maybe on a brat, depends.
Oh, yeah, no. Brats, mustard, fine. But I want other stuff on there, too.
Yeah.
All right, while we're doing that, let's throw ketchup in there, too.
Okay.
You're not white enough for ketchup. Is that what you're going to say?
Yes and no.
Complicated. Okay, it's complicated.
Listen, me and ketchup have a complicated relationship. Like a good ketchup, I can put it on like a little bit on like a burger or something, but again, there's people that like just fucking overload it on things, and I'm like, yo, do you want some fries with your ketchup, sir?
The The thing that started this whole tier maker tonight was I tweeted out that Heinz jalapeno ketchup is better than Whataburger spicy ketchup, and that got a couple people triggered because some people in the South think everything Whataburger touches is gold, and I'm like, Whataburger's pretty good in some stuff and not good in some other stuff. And inside they're not any cleaner than a Waffle House. Let's be honest. Yeah. Have you been in a clean Whataburger? No, you haven't. Don't lie to me. I know you're lying to me. Their spicy ketchup is okay, but it doesn't have much kick to it. And by the way, the only way I'll eat ketchup is if it's spicy ketchup. Plain ketchup is so boring to me. It's basically tomato paste and with a little bit of sodium added to it. But if you give me a jalapeno ketchup, like an actual spicy ketchup, it's good to dip fries or dip tater tots into if I'm having something. I had some spicy ketchup tonight, hence my tweet. But ketchup, like if you're just gonna have hot dogs and just put ketchup on it and not mustard, that's a reason to go. All right, that's a reason to fight somebody. So ketchup
I feel like you can't just do one without the other in terms of that.
I hesitate to put ketchup below mustard, but I almost feel like I'm overrating ketchup to put it as a mid-C. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, from my opinion, I would say ketchup goes over mustard, like just like literally directly over it, like nothing
right over it, like I just did right now.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta check chat here. I've got Koister saying you don't put ketchup on your ketchup. Hey, look, I'm not the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't put ketchup on my steak.
Listen, I've met people that like remember that kid from Big Daddy, where it's just like they'll just fucking practically eat ketchup, and I'm like, ugh.
Soma, there is no good ketchup. Drowned ketchup C tier. I'm sorry. You're not. What do you mean sorry? You nailed it. Low C. Whataburger god tier fast food, by the way. No, it's not. We've litigated fast food chains in a previous tier maker. Go check out my YouTube if you want to see it. Let's throw that exclamation point YouTube. It's up there. We've litigated fast food restaurants, burger joints specifically. Please don't put ketchup on your steak. That's disgusting. Of course it is. I know. Everyone gave Patrick Mahomes shit for that.
Listen, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're fucking the president of the United States. If you put ketchup on your steak, I will fucking like rip you apart. I don't care who you are.
Kois is 0 for 2 with me. His default sandwich is pastrami, Munster, or similar horseradish and spicy mustard. Look, pastrami, Munster, all good.
Yeah,
you give
that's fine.
Or Havarti, give me a good soft Havarti. Yes. Garlic butter on that, and a little bit of like a aioli, like a garlic aioli or a spicy aioli. Oh hell yes. I just don't need the spicy mustard or the horseradish. You can have it all for me. You can have it. You can have my version of it. Drowned. Well, in Canada, our Whataburger's actually good. Whataburger? No.
Excuse me?
Okay, you guys are mixing up Whataburger and Waterburger. I get it. Chat's getting funny. Gravy. Gravy is a condiment. Can I just say real quick? The picture is brown gravy. I don't like brown gravy. White gravy, like country gravy, like biscuits and gravy, amazing. As I've lived in the South.
This is where we're actually going to get in a fight right now.
Okay, you love brown gravy? It's turkey gravy. They basically take, it's the drippings out of the ass of a turkey, and it's put into a sauce with some cornstarch. That's what brown gravy is. Yuck. Give me that cream gravy. Give me that country gravy.
Are you? No. Like, yeah, the ass end of a turkey, it's still fucking great. Like, are you, like, okay, one of my prime subjects in class was making sauces, and my gravy was always top of the class. I will say that right fucking now.
Soma called it. Soma, thank you. I give you a hug for this. Sausage gravy S tier. Brown gravy is for bathing. Yeah, it's dirty,
okay,
thick bath water with cornstarch in it.
Okay, what is your experience with Hawaiian food, sir?
I've been to Hawaii for 4 days of my life.
Do you
I had
know
poi.
What a loco is, sir?
I had poi. Poi was gross, but that's what they feed the tourists to fuck with them, right?
Also, like that's what we give babies.
And babies. Okay, it's like it's Gerber. What did you say? You said a word that said you repeated it 2 times because that's what Hawaiians do. Like they say the same word like 3 times in a row.
Well, no, it's like the say it rhymes. It's called loco moco. L-O-C-O-M-O-C-O.
Moshi moshi.
In Spanish, it means crazy booger.
Crazy booger. All right, what's in a crazy booger? I have to hear.
Okay, so you get rice, because of course rice. You put a hamburger patty on top of that, or a couple of them.
Okay.
Then you put brown gravy on that. Then after that, you put an over easy egg on that.
Okay.
Greatest fucking thing ever, especially if you have a hangover.
I was gonna say that sounds like a really good hangover food.
Yeah.
All right. So, and the other thing is, for poutine, it's white gravy, right? It's not brown gravy.
No, it's brown gravy.
Oh, no wonder I don't like poutine. All right, are we gonna fight? I got some Canadians in the chat. Bring it. I know you're all gonna defend your poutine.
Oh,
It's
dude,
just fries with brown gravy. I'm sorry.
Hawaiians do a lot of literally just fries and brown gravy too, just that. But Canadians do the the cheese curds and everything on there.
Zombie says, Chef, I had menudo in Hawaii once. I've had menudo before, but it was down south here.
Listen, I had some good menudo in Hawaii too, and it was fucking great.
All right, so gravy. This is brown gravy, and for me, it's like a D. But if you want to rate it higher, we can split the difference. Where would you put it?
From my experience, it's an A to a B, so let's put it at a high C.
High C. All right, we'll give you that. And you know what? If this was country gravy, I'm putting that as a high A, low S. Okay.
I'm also expecting you to find a local Hawaiian restaurant in your town, and then trying a local moco after this.
Loco Moco. You may need to DM me that and remind me, because I'm sure I can find a Hawaiian restaurant. There's probably one not far from me. Okay, guacamole. Now, Tex-Mex. Guacamole, when it's made fresh, is so incredibly good. When it's not fresh, it's still okay. The uses for it, though, it's iffy. All right, you can put guac into certain things, and it doesn't really accentuate much, but it adds kind of a creaminess to it. And I'll tell you what, a good guacamole, though, and some tortilla chips, oh, God, it's so good.
Oh, yeah.
How you feeling about it?
I love guacamole. Honestly, I will fucking, if I could, do you guys have carne asada fries out there?
No.
Okay, so I guess it's more like a West Coast, California thing. So,
okay.
French fries, then you put carne asada on top, then you throw pico de gallo, and then you throw guacamole, a little bit of sour cream on that, and then cheese.
What? How has that not made it here? If it has, I've not seen it.
I know, that's why I didn't know, but this, I guess it might be more of a West Coast thing, but it's fucking delicious. I will literally dip French fries in guacamole all day.
Okay. So for me, it's like a low A. It sounds like it might be higher than that for you.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm good to just anywhere A, as long as if it's below C, then I'll have to fight you.
No, I would never.
If you put it B or below, I'd have to fight you.
I would never. We're gonna go high A. I'm still wondering. We haven't had an S in here yet, but we will. I know there's at least one. Corsair, I didn't get into guac until adulthood. I know you and Heavy appreciate Taco John's, but I did not appreciate their guac as a kid. Taco John's does a lot of things great, and I know I have in my food Discord, ! Discord, if you want to join in the chat. Blasphemy against Taco John's will not be tolerated. That is what it says. Having said that, Taco John's guacamole, not the best. There. I don't consider that blasphemy. It's not that good. All right, you can do way better.
Texas, dude.
Yeah, well, Taco John's aren't really in Texas. They're Midwest, which is even worse.
I mean, there was Taco John's in Seattle, and honestly, I fucking loved it.
I love their potato olays so much. Okay, hoisin sauce. It's a little sweet for me.
I'm very indifferent on hoisin sauce, honestly.
You're indifferent. For me, it's another one of those things I'll blend in with pho, but it doesn't really add a lot to it. A little goes a long way. I'm gonna put it here, kind of behind barbecue sauce. In fact, I probably should put it behind ketchup and mustard. I don't know, somewhere in here. We'll put it behind barbecue sauce. I think it has its place, but it doesn't take much. Soma says hoisin sauce is amazing. Loco Moco and Poke. Is the hoisin with some Vietnamese food? I can see that. Hollandaise. Oh my god. I mean, Hollandaise sauce with eggs.
I fucking hate Hollandaise sauce.
You hate Hollandaise sauce? Oh.
That's mostly coming from someone who's had to prepare Hollandaise sauce.
So you're tired of it
so much.
You're tired of Hollandaise.
Well, because it's literally it is the bitchiest thing to make. It's like it has to be perfect every time. Gotta be on heat. Nope. Okay, take it off. Gotta be on heat. No, take it off. And if you fuck it up for even a second, you mess up the entire sauce and all of the progress you made, and I hate it.
Now, Koister, you say Oscar style. That's Bernays sauce, right?
I believe so, yes.
I think, yes. Asparagus, crab meat?
Oh my god, it's been so long since I've actually done that.
Filet Oscar. What's in a filet Oscar? God damn it.
Filet Oscar, fuck. God,
I think it's Bernays sauce. Steak Oscar. Shrimp, asparagus, beef, butter, olive oil, Bernays sauce. Yeah, so
there we go.
Yeah, it's Bernays. It's Bernays. I used to think it was hollandaise as well, and I had to look it up. It's actually Bernays. Hollandaise on some eggs Benedict. That's right, zombie. I like hollandaise, but I've never had to make it myself. All right, so
it sucks.
Chef hates making it. I'm gonna put it in the C, but I'm gonna put it kind of up here with cream and Alfredo. It's good on a couple of things, but you don't make it. Well, I don't make it at all. You just don't have many uses for it. Is the problem, Chef?
So real quick, Drowned asked, make it on lower heat. It's one of those sauces because of like I think it's like the cream contents in there and things like that. It's so fucking temperamental. You have to do it perfect every time, or like it's because then if it breaks, it fucks up the entire dish.
Honey.
Like, as like a sauce or condiment, like I don't, I don't dip a lot of things in honey, but I like putting it in like tea or like like with some vegetable. I mean, not vegetables, like with some fruit, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Honey, on a baklava.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Also, when I was a kid and I'd get chicken McNuggets, I would get the honey dipping sauce. I like honey, but I can't go higher than a B because there's just too many things it doesn't go with.
Yeah.
Honey's king. I like honey a lot. Hot sauce.
Here's like a small like thing, like if you make like a spicy like thing like curry or something like that, you can actually use honey in it to like kind of cut down on the heat. There's a little tip there.
Chef.
Oh wait, where'd you put it? Okay.
Our first S of the day. Hot sauce can go on anything. Cholula, dump that shit on everything. Hot sauce.
It's got it's good util.
it can go on almost anything.
Yeah.
Bowl of cereal, frosted mini wheats, hot sauce on that shit.
All right, okay, we're gonna have to have a conversation
right.
after this. If you put it on your like mini wheats, it's like we're gonna have to talk.
Grape nuts, oatmeal. No, hot sauce has so many applications, and there's so much you can do with it. And if you buy a kind of a mild hot sauce, some people who don't like spicy stuff can maybe do okay with it. But then I can dump some cayenne in that bitch and stir it around and make it as hot as I want. There's so much flexibility with hot sauce, and just
like listen, when hot sauce is so big that people literally just wear Tabasco or Sriracha t-shirts, or they have like keychains for it. Yeah, that's S tier.
Koister, hot sauce is a universal condiment. You can dip your fries in it. You can dip whatever. It goes with so many things. And yet, to your point, people just wear shirts that say that. And let's rate Sriracha, but I do want to say hot sauce. Thank you for existing.
Oh wait, Sriracha isn't included in hot sauce?
So Sriracha has its own listing.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not as happy on Sriracha because it's a little too vinegary for me, but it's okay. I'm gonna put it as a low B. I'm putting it. Actually, I gotta put it ahead of chili oil to be fair. But for me, some people like Sriracha more than just straight hot sauce, and I'm fine with that. Y'all go ahead. Yeah. It's okay. Again, I like it on some stuff.
A good pho or even like a good ramen. Just a little bit, like a couple like shakes in there.
Preach.
Great.
Preach. We've already done chili oil. Let's do sweet chili.
Ooh, sweet chili.
This is all you. I don't know that I've ever had sweet chili. And that picture looks like creme brulee.
Yeah, sweet chili is it's along the same lines of chili oil. It can be very limited, but at the same time, what you can use it with is really great. Like again with like soups, things like that, a lot of Asian dishes. But
is it lower than chili oil?
Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, I would say like directly under it.
I'm going high C to put it technically below it, but I'm going one tier below.
Fuck it.
Hummus. I hadn't had hummus until like 10 years ago, and I'll tell you, because it's not something you could find up north when I was growing up. Hummus to dip like vegetables into, really, really good, especially if you get a good like roasted red pepper or like a garlic one. There's so many different types of hummus now. There's like chocolate ones and stuff, and I don't go that crazy. But if you get a good garlic or roasted red pepper hummus, it's pretty damn good. I love dipping carrot sticks, cauliflower, fresh cauliflower, broccoli. Just dip it in there and eat it. It's really good. I like it.
And I mean, like, I like recently discovered like halal food and all that stuff, and I'm like, God, like the hummus they put in like those things, and like, oh God.
We've been eating. There's a halal place. Well, it's not technically halal, but they do shawarma and stuff. Yeah,
oh
hummus.
My God.
They
There's
make a
no
really good
shawarma
hummus.
places out here, and I really wish there were.
There used to be one right by my house, and it was amazing. The falafel was really good too. They closed, and now it's some shitty burger joint, some local chain. There's a million burger joints. Like, really? So now I gotta drive a little bit further to get shawarma, but the place is pretty good. It's like family owned. A guy from Syria, and he makes pretty good shawarma. Not quite as good as the place that closed. And his falafel's not as good as the other place, but it's still pretty good. Nice, and we frequent them quite a bit. And we get our usual. I get a chicken shawarma sandwich. It's got pickles in there and that garlic cream sauce, and then we get a side of hummus and we dip our fries in that shit. Yeah, hummus is a high B or a low A. In fact, I'm gonna go low A.
Yep, that's great. That's fine with me.
You right with that? Koiser in chat. I'm burned out on some of the more typical hot sauces: Tabasco, Cholula, Frank's. I prefer sriracha over them, but happy to give up sriracha for some more interesting sauces. There's so many different hot sauces out there.
I've never been a fan of Frank's. I don't know why.
Frank's is boring to me. It's a little too vinegary. Yeah. Go for Iguana. Iguana has some. There's like an Iguana XXX. I love that. When I'm making chili, I'll put in Iguana XXX. It's not super hot, but it's pretty warm. I put some of that in my when I'm making a pot of chili. Also, I use chili garlic Cholula.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
Plain Cholula is okay. Chili garlic Cholula is the best. I also have a chipotle flavored Tabasco sauce that I'll put that on like burritos sometimes, and that's really good. Yeah. All right, maple syrup. It really just goes on waffles and what else does it go on? Waffles and pancakes.
Toast.
I mean, you could. I mean, it just doesn't have a lot of flexibility, and it's super sweet, and I like it, but it doesn't belong higher than a low C, high D. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
Speaking of which, I just found out that friggin' Jack in the Box brought back the French toast sticks. I'm going nuts tomorrow morning.
Ooh, one of the only things I like at Jack in the Box. I'm sorry, I can't do Jack in the Box. I've eaten there like twice in my life, and both times it fucked my stomach up.
I'm strictly a breakfast, like Jack in a Box person.
See, and that was me with Sonic as well. Like, I like Sonic breakfast, but even the last time I had Sonic breakfast, it messed my stomach up. I'm getting older. Marmalade. I mean, this is toast. It's
like
I like it.
Toast dessert shit maybe, but I'm not big on it.
What do you put it on other than that stuff? Again, kind of limiting. I'm gonna put it over with more maple syrup.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise. All right. Here's the test of how white a person is, right? How white are you?
I'm gonna let the white man go first on this one.
When I was growing up, it was Miracle Whip. We had Miracle Whip on everything. And I've switched to mayonnaise and realized mayonnaise isn't as tangy, and it actually is. I like the texture of mayonnaise. I guess it's about the same, but I don't know that I could go back to Miracle Whip now. I just eat mayo. Sandwiches, I put mayo on it. But I always add a little bit of like garlic powder to it or something like that. I've got to have a little more to it. I would rather have like a garlic mayo or like an aioli than just a straight mayo. But some sandwiches are made better with mayonnaise, and that's where I stand on that. I don't really have anything else to use mayo on, but I do use quite a bit of it on sandwiches. So
I'm not the biggest mayo guy because a lot of places I go really fucking overdo it. Like places with sour cream, they just fucking spoon it on there, and I'm like, listen, listen, I don't want a mouthful of mayonnaise. But
too much.
I do like a good egg salad.
And you got to blend that in with tuna salad as well. It makes tuna salad with it.
So a good macaroni salad. great. And honestly, have you ever had Japanese mayonnaise?
No. I thought wasabi was Japanese made. I'm just kidding.
Well, no. There is an actual like Japanese style of mayonnaise.
I've seen it at the store. I just never bought it.
Different, and it's actually pretty good.
Soma says mayo is a solid B. I'm putting it down as a low B. That's probably not being respectful. Maybe it needs to be higher B, but I don't dip things in it. I don't cook with it. But for what I do use it for, it gets a lot of use. It's in my regular rotation.
My mom does. My mom, whenever we would make fried chicken, she would actually dip a piece of her fried chicken in a little bit of mayonnaise. I could never get past that.
Yeah, that's a little weird. So olive oil and sesame oil, I'm going to do those two together. Olive oil. I cook a lot of things with olive oil. A lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't tell you the difference between like the light olive oil and like the thick, heavy, whatever the... what's the difference in olive oils that they say in terms of the way they're pressed?
I mean, one's one's younger, one kind of sits for longer. It just, it gives it a stronger flavor. To be honest, even though I'm a fucking chef, I get kind of killed for this one, but I honestly can never really tell.
Hot take.
Like fucking take my associate's degree away, but I can honestly never tell. And honestly, more than half the time, I never strictly use olive oil. I'll do like part olive oil, part butter. Like in the pan.
Okay. Yeah, I should try that sometime.
It's actually good, especially if like you have like something like a steak is good for that because it's not gonna burn too quickly.
Yeah.
And then it's not gonna like fuck up the steak.
I haven't had steak in so long. Steak and me is it's too rich nowadays. Olive oil as a condiment though, it's not much. As a cooking sauce, yes.
I mean, what do you put it? Like, I don't, bread.
Bread, yeah. Mixing with bread or olive oil on sandwiches. Like if you're having an Italian sandwich and they put like the olive oil and whatever, like the Mike's Way. If you go to Jersey Mike's and they do Mike's Way, they put olive oil. They put too much on usually, but
oh yeah. I love Jersey Mike's though. Fuck.
Yeah, I kind of do too. Olive oil is very handy, but I'm putting it kind of below hollandaise and cream in this area, I think, because it's good for cooking with, and you can put it on a couple of things, but I don't think it deserves to be higher than that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sesame oil, lower. I mean, I don't cook with it as much. It's kind of D tier for me. I don't know why else we'd put it higher than D tier. I can't go F. It just...
I mean, it's more for Asian stuff. Sesame oil has a distinct taste.
Yes.
It has more of a distinct taste than I'd say from olive oil.
But
like,
you don't.
I would put it around olive oil, honestly.
But are you putting sesame oil on sandwiches or like Mike's Way? There's no Mike's Way.
It's not really like that. It's more for like, it's a lot of mixes. Like when you like a lot of Asian things, like you throw it in with like a lot of noodle dishes. Like a lot of different. It's mostly used for Asian dishes. Like I don't know if there's much like use of it outside of like Asian stuff.
Yeah,
like it's used in a lot of Asian sauces and like dressings.
All right, we're getting close to the end here. Peanut butter. Go ahead. You go first.
That's actually a good one. So, I would put it around B because there is a good amount of stuff you can do with peanut butter, even for like a savory thing. There's a Filipino dish called kare kare, which is a stew which uses peanut butter in it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but my parents fucking love it.
I will fight anyone that says it's less than S tier. Fight you.
Okay.
Fight you. I put it above hot sauce. I eat peanut butter pretty much every day of my life. I will turn into a peanut. There, I said it. When Jif had their issue with the Kentucky plant with that salmonella, and they pulled I had 2 full jars that had the wrong code on them. I had to chuck them. Do you know how heartbroken I was throwing away full jars of Jif? Do you have any clue how that hurt me? And for over a month, I went to one store and I found 3 small cans of Jif. And not the natural Jif with the brown label, just a plain Jif. And I freaked out. And it was the ones you could buy because it was after, like, they're slowly trying to catch up after being out. And I bought all 3 of those. I'm like hoarding them as I'm taking them to my cart. Oh, God tier. God tier.
Like crunchy peanut butter though, like
no,
with the piece
no.
in it?
I've accidentally bought it a couple of times and I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite. And Crunchy it's not bad on just like toast or something. But no, I don't want crunchy. I don't want crunchy. Just give me
Craziest
smooth.
thing you've like put in peanut butter. Don't say your dick.
Okay.
Can that get us kicked off of YouTube? I'm kidding. Okay. Well, yeah. What's like the weirdest thing you've like dipped in peanut butter?
Hi YouTube. I don't get that weird with my food. I'll be honest. My grandmother one time told me she liked making a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich.
Okay.
And I was like, you're crazy, old woman. And she was like, try it. And it was one side mayo, one side peanut butter. I took a bite. I'll say you didn't even really taste the mayo. It made it feel creamier. But I still was just grossed out by the concept. I never had it again. So that's probably the craziest thing I've ever had mayonnaise with. Or
right.
Peanut butter with. You've had peanut butter on a burger, on a ham sandwich. Wow, Soma. Yeah, I mean, like the Elvis Presley. I like doing peanut butter and banana toast. Like that is like,
you know what? Yo, I can fucking go down on that all day.
A staple. Like that is a lunch for me sometimes when I'm in a hurry. And it's like I'll just throw 3 pieces of toast in there, throw peanut butter on it, and cut up a banana and throw it on top. And that's like a lunch for me if I'm in a hurry. A little high in sugar, but still amazing. All right, pepper. It's hard to say salt and pepper. Like salt and pepper and sugar are all on here. Like, come on.
What?
As condiments, I mean, you cook with them. You add them when they need them, but I don't really think they even deserve to be put on this list. Like,
I would put it on, take it off the list because it's like.
I'm putting them as haven't had, which is, I'm gonna change this from haven't had to don't be.
Why is it on here?
On this list. There, they don't belong on the list. They're not really condiments. They're spices. Okay, they're not condiments.
Soma's asked, where's your grandma from? Because apparently his grandma did it too.
Are you serious, Soma? So if your grandma did that as well, North Dakota? Tell me if that's a thing. That's because I know you live down south, or you've lived down south. I don't know if that's a southern thing that somehow made it up there. Because my grandma ain't got nothing to do with the south. All right, pesto. I don't like pesto. I'm sorry, I don't like it. It's a D for me. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's a D. Where are you with it? Ohio? Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm D on there too because I don't know, like it's like that's one of those things that people put too much of it on, and then it kind of overpowers the entire dish. You know, like I have friends that's like, let's make a pesto. I'm like, no, why would you want to fucking make a pesto for a steak? Come on.
Yeah, it doesn't need it. Ranch. I'm gonna tell a story real quick. I came to the South and I didn't really realize how much people love ranch down south. Up north, you don't really find ranch dressing. When I was growing up in the 80s, early 90s, it wasn't something you found very often. When you went to a salad bar, they didn't have ranch dressing. They had French, they had Italian, they had Thousand Island, and they had Caesar. Like those are the only dressings they had. They never had ranch. So I never really had ranch dressing growing up. I moved down south. And I learned that some people down here put ranch on things like fries.
Ugh. People do that here too.
And I'd never had it before. I tried it and I was like, wow, this clicks with me. Like ranch on fries is clicking with me. I went back home, summertime, and my little brother, we went to go get burgers and I got a side of ranch. He's like, what do you need that for? I'm like, put my fries in. He's like, oh, gross. I'm like, no, you'll see. You're going to try it. And he took a fry and he dipped it in there and he bit it and he chewed it. And then he grabbed another fry and he dipped it in there and he threw it in his mouth. And then he dipped another. I was like, no, give me that. He's like, holy shit. I was like, he had the same revelation that I did. About a week later, I called his apartment and his wife answered and she goes, oh yeah, by the way, Jeremiah, thanks for getting him started on ranch and dipping potatoes into them, because now it's tater tots in ranch, it's French fries in ranch. It's anything he can find is getting dipped in ranch. I had to buy 3 fucking bottles at the grocery store. I was like, hey, it's a southern thing. Look, ranch dressing is great on salad. It's great on burgers. It's great on all sorts of things. But just to dip fries into as a sauce, dipping chicken tenders. Come on. Is it S tier is my problem? Because for me, it's either low S or high A. Where do you put it? It sounds like your feeling is going to be less.
I'm going to let you take it. I'm not a ranch guy at all. Like, people out here especially fucking use it for everything. You know, like with their pizza and stuff, and I am sorry, but if you drown your salad with ranch, what the fuck is the point of having a salad?
Now, a little ranch goes a long way on salad. You spread it around, and it's good. But again, not just plain ranch. I like a garlic ranch, or like there's different types of ranch you can get. Oh, there's a not Mexican ranch, but there's a ranch that has like red in it and it has some kick to it. It's like a sriracha ranch. It's really damn good on salad.
You know what? I'll try that.
Like it. Yeah, I'll find it. I've got a bottle here in the fridge. I'll find it and I'll take a picture and I'll send it to you. So plain ranch, pretty good, but you can play with it a little bit and it can be even better. For me, I'm going high A. I'm gonna put it. Ooh, God, it's up there with guacamole. I'll put it ahead of guacamole. I'm sorry. I know that hurts.
Okay, that hurt me a little bit.
Okay, fine. I'll put it behind it. This is a list of both of ours, all right? I'm not going to power trip you. We'll put it behind guac, but it's got to be
streamer
high
privileges.
Soma, ranch on everything. Relish. I like relish on hot dogs / brats. I like it blended in a little bit with some tuna or chicken salad sandwiches. I don't have a lot of other uses for relish. Help me out with this one, Chef.
That's where it ends for me, because there's not really a lot you can do with relish that I've seen. So I'm like, C-ish, maybe.
We'll go high B. No, I'll low B. I'll go low B. I think it belongs up there because I do like it on some things, but it's not a lot. Soy sauce. Oh my God, just plain white rice with soy sauce dumped on it? Hell yes. Straight sodium.
That was my lunch when we were poor. So.
Yeah, dude. This is A. A. It's got to be up here near butter and cheese sauce, I think. Maybe even ahead of ranch, because soy sauce, and it goes on a lot of things. You use it as a marinade. Mix it in some soy sauce and some Dr. Pepper as a steak marinade, and you're golden. Have you ever marinated a steak with a blend of Dr. Pepper and soy sauce? It's really good.
No, it sounds weird, but honestly, I'm interested. Like, I have a good, this is like a family marinade recipe. It's primarily like that Hawaiian Aloha Soyu, like soy sauce. Oh God, that's. Oh God, it makes me hungry.
Dr. Pepper beef marinade, soy sauce, Worcestershire, lime juice, and Dr. Pepper. And use that to marinate beef. I'm telling you. Bam. Speaking of Worcestershire, we'll put that up here because we just said it. Easy for you to say. Worcestershire sauce. I don't really have much of an opinion on Worcestershire sauce. You cook with it, but you don't dip things in it.
No. If you dip things in it, you are either a 60-year-old European chef or you are insane, or both.
I'm putting it way down in the D's. I don't think it belongs in the F, but I think it's a really low D, because there's some things you cook with it and it can add some flavor to it, but a tiny bit goes a long way with me. And if there's a recipe that calls for Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. I always have trouble with that word. Worcestershire sauce. I usually half whatever it asks for. All right.
Yeah, it's because literally, there's a reason why it only takes 1 or 2 shakes of the bottle.
Teriyaki.
It has its uses.
True.
It has some pretty good uses.
Mm-hmm. Is this Alfredo level, or is it higher? I think it has more uses than Alfredo, to be honest.
Yeah. Listen, I've tried. I think I've actually dipped fries in teriyaki sauce one time. It wasn't bad.
That sounds like you might have been a little high.
Just a bit.
Not judging, just saying. That's the kind of thing I would have come up with when I was high. 1 bottle lasts a generation of Worcestershire. Yeah.
Literally,
exactly.
yes.
Yeah, I have a bottle that's been in there since we bought the house, pretty much. In fact, I think it came with the house. We have 2 left. Tomato sauce. I mean, it's on the list, I guess. Like tomato bisque. is more like a
It has a
soup.
lot of uses, but like as a dipping sauce, unless we're talking about like marinara sauce, like listen, I will dip just about anything fried in marinara sauce.
Okay, if this is supposed to be marinara, then it belongs in like high C, because marinara sauce is just good shit. But the problem is, I think it just has tomato. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, and we'll call it like a marinara, or like tomato that you can turn into a marinara by adding some things to it.
I know a lot of places will give you like cocktail sauce when you order like calamari. Like, listen, give me marinara sauce with calamari, and I'm fucking great.
100%. Get that cocktail out of here. I don't need that sharp flavor. Give me the marinara. I'm gonna put it kind of over by hollandaise. I think that's where it belongs.
Okay.
Lastly, vinegar, and I would have saved this for last, but it actually was pretty close to last, except to Worcestershire. Listen, chef, you tell me your take on it, and I'll come in and either dunk on it or agree with you.
Well, you're talking to somebody who's like Hawaiian Filipino, so like we use vinegar in goddamn everything, even for like utility shit. Like, like I had the grandmother who would freaking, it's like, oh, you got stung by a bee, we're gonna put a little vinegar on it to help with the bee sting. So for me, vinegar has been a lot of things. I would do it.
This is what we're gonna fight about, huh? This is it.
Okay.
This is the one that we will have a vinegar championship belt. I'll come out there and wrestle you. You'll beat me, and you'll probably have to pour vinegar on me. But I don't know if you caught this, but when I was explaining my list of goals, when we get to 4,500, I will eat foods I hate, and one of them is vinegar. I will eat vinegar flavored chips. I fucking hate vinegar with every fiber of my being. Vinegar is why is vinegar a cleaning agent and a dipping sauce? Pick one.
I don't get the people that I don't like vinegar flavored things, but I like things that use vinegar.
Sriracha, Cholula, I can taste the vinegar in them, but it's not enough to make me gag. Straight vinegar, like oil and vinegar, no.
What about like malt vinegar on like your like fish and chips?
No, get that out of here. It smells like rancid crotch. No. Wash your junk. Disgusting.
I mean, it probably will too. Dude, is the thing.
Melissa loves the smell of malt vinegar, and because it has gluten in it, she can't have it. So we would go to like a pub and eat, like get pub food or whatever, and she would just sit there and like crack the bottle open and just smell it. And I'm like, close that fucking bottle. I can smell it from across the room.
I don't know about that one though.
Piercing to me.
Yeah, it is a very like piercing thing. It's like once somebody opens a thing of vinegar, someone did.
I have actually asked to move tables in a restaurant because the person next to me was having fish and chips and they're dousing it in malt vinegar. It just makes me sick to my stomach. I can't do it. My mother used to clean the floors with vinegar, like a vinegar and water blend, and I can still smell it. And maybe that's where it comes from, all right? It all comes back around to mom. Thank you, Sigmund Freud, the Freud dude. That's my take on vinegar, and I'm sorry. You might have it as a B. You might cook with it a lot. It might be as a part of your heritage. But this is where I'm drawing the fucking line, chef. And it's you and me and hell in a cell. Hell in a cell.
Someone's going to do a Shane McMahon jump off the cell spot, though, and it's probably going to be me.
Throw your arms back.
Yep.
Do a fucking Naruto run down the ramp to hit me. And then douse me in vinegar. Oh God. No, the 3 foods I'm gonna do on stream when we hit that 4,500 goal. We're working towards it, right? We have less than a month left. It will be vinegar flavored chips. It will be. Oh my God, can I even do a shot of vinegar? Oh. It will be the sourest candy on the planet, which is the toxic waste candy.
Oh my God.
And then I will bite into an onion. I actually have grown to tolerate. I won't say like. I've grown to tolerate sautéed onions, pan-fried onions. I've grown to be okay with them on stir fry, so I make them for her. She could eat raw onions. I will eat a raw onion on stream. Not all of it, but I will cut up and eat a raw onion. I
don't know about that one. Like, people, if you can eat a raw onion, I don't know. Okay, Shrek.
Dude, I do not like raw onions. Ogres have layers. I can't.
Exactly.
Raw onion and me don't get along. When I was a kid, it would make me gag. Like, if I'd order a burger and I'd say no onions, and I would get my burger and I'd eat it, and if I could taste they just scrape the onions off, it would still make me gag because I could taste like the hang around of it, and it just like triggered
what about
this
like
gag
pico de
reflex.
gallo?
Pico de gallo, it's in small enough pieces and there's enough going on around it that as I've gotten older, my taste buds have changed a little bit. I would say it's okay. I'm okay with pico de gallo on being put on like food. That's little bits and pieces of raw onion, and they're usually blended in with other stuff, with whatever I say spices or whatever they're putting on it, and the tomatoes, cilantro basically. Cilantro, a little of that goes a long way too, and that some people think it smells like feet or dishwater, and I get that. I don't mind some cilantro a little bit here and there, but just onion, and Corsair, it'll be a white onion or a yellow onion. It will not be a red onion. Red onion's cheating.
Met someone who has that disease or like that condition with what you call it? Fuck, why can't I think of it now? With fuck, help me out, Wheeler. The leaf in fucking Pico de Gallo. Why can't I think of it?
Oh, cilantro. Yeah.
Yeah. I finally met someone who has that condition. You know that where it tastes like soap to them.
So yeah, Melissa can't eat it. Like, we tried to go to Chipotle one time. I'm like, there's things you can have that are gluten-free. She's like, there's cilantro on this rice. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, no, I can't. Like, she cannot. Like, cilantro makes her gag because it tastes like soap. It's like a mixture between soap and like feet. She can't. It makes her gag the way onions made me gag as a kid. And by the way, Soma, I can't bite into it like an apple because these two front teeth are crowns. I can't bite into an apple without these like potentially popping off. So that ain't happening. But I will I'll have pieces that I will bite into, like if you slice an apple into eighths, I will eat it like that. Oh God! Just thinking about eating a raw onion. I'll do that one first, and then I will work my way up to the other two. Oh God, vinegar.
I don't know though, because you're gonna have the taste of onion with like everything else.
Listen, y'all. If you want to see me eat those three foods, get us up to 4,500 on this goal before the end of the 21st, because I'll do it. But that's why I put that as one of the top tier challenges, because I do not want to do that at all. I'm a cilantro soap taster. You are too, Kois. It is what it is, Som. I'm sorry. These two, I got hit in the face with a baseball when I was in high school, so it is what it is. All right, that's the list. This has been almost an hour, but it was a great conversation, and thank you so much, Chef, for hanging out with me tonight and talking through all these condiments and then these three spices that were on there for some odd reason. Who do we thank for this? Friendly Salads on Twitter. Hey, pretty decent list. Still needed wasabi. Still needed horseradish, even though I would have rated those pretty low. Needed those.
It's a pretty good screen name too.
It's a pretty good screen name, but overall, I like the list. They actually put text on the pictures so you can look at it and know exactly what it is. More people should be doing that on TierMaker, so I appreciate that. But Chef, thank you so much for doing this tonight. I appreciate it. Hey,
thank you.
If you're watching this on YouTube, throw us a subscribe, please. I need some people to subscribe to my channel. Please throw a like, throw a subscribe, please. I'm begging. Look at me begging. I'm not begging. I'm not begging. But come on, do it. All right, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening.